with creatives. Like I know they always say it's a bunch of competition. I mean, that's just based on volume,
Agreed.
and the people entering the space, but it doesn't mean that everybody's content is going to be on point. You know what I mean? So really, if you have tunnel vision, you focus on your own shit, you can fine tune it. You cut all the noise out.
Welcome to the Don't Let That Go Over Your Head podcast, starring Q the Boss.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Don't Let That Go Over Your Head podcast. We got a special guest, ladies. We got a special guest, man. We're going to have fun with this episode, man. We're going to have some fun with this episode, man. Listen, man, I'm excited, man. Very humble spirit. Let me say a few things before I even let him say anything. Very humble spirit. I'm going to be honest with you. You can feel people's energy. You can see very welcoming people. And I'm going to be honest with you, I feel very, very, very comfortable. Right? I can tell you're just a good person, man. But let me let you introduce yourself.
What's good, y'all? It's your man, Donny Savage. Let me see. Hold on, my mic. I'm going to take that out real quick. You still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. Mic echoing a little bit. But yo, it's your man, Donny Savage, out here in LA, actor, entrepreneur, influencer, the whole nine.
Listen, this man is a man of many hats, man. Many, 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 many hats. So let's get to the beginning of you. Where you from?
Man, so I'm originally from Saginaw, Michigan, but I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids, I know Grand Rapids very well. Wow.
Yeah, it's the crib.
You got like one of the coldest states in the world, man. Michigan, the Michigan, Detroit area gets different type of cold. Y'all get snow, right?
No, that's why I feel like I put my time in. So I'm just absorbing and loving all this Cali weather.
Wow, how long you been in Cali?
Let me see, it's 2023. About 3.5.
3.5 years. Wow. Best move of your life?
I would say so.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna say this now. It's always beautiful when someone chases their dreams, man. You gotta give them flowers for that. It takes courage to come out of your comfort, right? To do something that you're not used to go away from your state, bro. Right?
Uncharted territory.
Listen, bro. That's hard. That's hard. So how was your beginnings? Like mom and dad life? How was it?
Man, two-parent household.
Beautiful.
Very good upbringing. I have no complaints whatsoever. I really got a chance to be myself.
Okay.
They had me in sports, basketball, football, track, AAU ball. Got to travel. You know what I mean? I really had a chance to meet a little bit of everybody. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Moving to the suburbs at an early age, and I had to leave my other friends behind because I'm on the other side of the city.
Agreed.
But I could still tap in with Kentwood. I was living in Wyoming at the time.
Wow.
The inner city where I used to shoot ball, and then have an opportunity to get with a group of guys and get on the travel team and get to travel around the country together, and really bond and make new relationships.
Wow. Question: What would you say like growing up? Who was like your biggest influencer? Like who? You said you were an influencer, right? Somebody had to influence the influencer. So who influenced you?
Who influenced me? Early life or like later on?
Let's go early then later.
Later. This might sound crazy.
I'm listening.
I'm like the biggest Batman fan. Like the Bruce Wayne situation, his story, I mean, obviously it's very tragic in the beginning.
Agreed.
But I don't know. It just really resonated with me at an early age, not playing victim. You know what I mean? Because he had the opportunity to, go down that spiral.
Yes.
He took what his parents built, and he kept it moving. It's Wayne Enterprises.
Yes.
But I was like, damn, I want to be like Bruce Wayne.
I think that's actually dope because think about the narrative. You're a guy who believes in fighting crime. You're extremely wealthy. Like I think Batman probably we don't even know who could put a number on him. Like, what would you say is his net worth? Like, we talking about whole money now.
Billy, I guess. At least a Billy.
A Billy guy, bro. He's like the king of the city, bro, in other words. But then that night, he's actually out there risking his life to protect people, right?
And he doesn't have to. That's the thing. The choice.
That's the selfless, though. That's what people that are selfless, people that care about others more than the individual, right? That's actually dope. That's actually dope. I didn't look so in depth of it until you said it, but it's actually dope when you think about it. The selfless people that's just like, you know what? I have everything, but the thing I don't have is peace in my city. So it's
exactly.
Like, wow. In the later life, who would you say?
Man, Gary V.
You know, Gary V.
Gary V. And since like when I'm really trying to like figure out the entrepreneurship side of life and go out and try new things.
Yes.
I remember, let me see. It had to be like 2013 when I got hit to Gary V.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, this dude he's on 10 all the time. I don't even know how he keeps this up. Is it a facade? Is this really him?
Yes.
And then throughout all the years, man, that consistency has been the same. He's saying the same thing. Same thing, new audience.
Wow.
And it really started to resonate with me now. The stuff that he was saying back then, I can't relate. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, he tripping. That can't be true. Yeah. It makes so much sense to me now. Yeah. Everything.
I love Gary personally. I'm gonna tell you something funny. I do a lot of motivational speaking. I'm a guy that owns a few businesses myself. Semi-successful in my own right. Right? Let me give myself a little bit of flowers.
Yes, sir.
No, but Gary, it's funny. There's a guy that I particularly admired as like a motivational speaker, and he reached out to me first. He didn't give me the love that I thought he was going to give me. And to be honest with you, the person that was more receptive of me is Gary V.
That's real.
I couldn't believe it. And so I smiled when you said it. I don't know, sometimes you might see me on a podcast where I'm wearing his merch. He sends me merch. He's a good dude, bro. Like, amazing person. Yeah. You know, humble spirit. And very, 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 very successful. And still will go to a whole yard sale, bro. You know, he'll go to it. That's crazy.
Still in the trenches.
Yes. But that goes to show you, like, when you are who you are, you don't have to pretend to be someone you're not. You know, Bruce Wayne, right? It's Bruce Wayne. Think about it, guys. Gary V is out here teaching everybody how to be successful. But yet and still, he's extremely successful. You know the humility it takes to want to pull back for others? You don't have to. You can just live your best life.
For real.
You know? It's crazy. Let's get Gary his flowers, man. Let's give him his flowers, man. You know? Listen, I'm a fan of that man. I'm a fan. So now we know we got something in common. I love Gary V. I think he's amazing. You know? But
no, hell yeah.
What inspires you to get into acting?
It was a shot in the dark before. Like I had been told I should do it because of the look.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, cool. Like that's only half the battle. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But I just kind of got thrown into it, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll be completely honest. I had really no intentions of actively pursuing it, but I got that call 2019 for Coming to America. Mm-hmm. I was in New York during Fashion Week. I hadn't got invited to be a part of a fashion show, like sit in the front and get content for them, stuff like that. And I had some other obligations, and I just got a call, man. Like, hey, we want you for Coming to America. Can you make it? I'm like, how soon? It's like Thursday. It's Tuesday at this time. I'm like, if y'all can have me back Thursday evening or something, because I had something I had to do either Friday or Saturday. I had to shoot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no problem. Boom. It was just like that. I'm not gonna dress it up with a bow and a box or ribbon. That is literally what it was.
Wow. Well, what's meant to be, I guess, will be, no matter how you slice it. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Right? My question, in this business so far, what celebrity have you met that got you a little starstruck? Like you felt like, whoa. What
celebrities got me starstruck? When I seen Josh Gyllenhaal and where is that? That was at the premiere of one of his huge fan.
Okay.
Um, man, the whole cast of Avatar. That's just a film that's larger than life.
It is. It is. It is a big movie. Big movie.
I actually went to the premiere, and everybody was on stage. Sigourney Weaver, Zoe Saldana, the whole line.
Wow.
And I'm like 4 or 5 rows back. I'm like, they're literally right there.
Yeah.
This film grosses $1 billion easy.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. That Avatar movies it go crazy. It go
crazy.
It go crazy. What celebrity right now? And as far as we all look for motivation from people.
Mm-hmm.
If you can predict out your whole career, who would it kind of look like? Like who? Because if you ask an NBA player, they'll say LeBron James. Ask another NBA player, they might say Michael Jordan. Like in this world, you have to be influenced by somebody. Like who do you think career-wise would like? Yeah, I would love to have a career like that.
Who would I like that curve there?
Of course, with your own critiquing and
Man, that is a really nobody's ever asked me.
listen, we over here don't let that go over your head. We ask some questions, man.
No, fact.
We prepare ourselves. I don't want to be the generic. We want people to know you, man. We want them to. Wow, I didn't know he looked at that person like that.
Because I'm trying to think of like a good redemption.
I like that
story. Like you had it all,
lost it,
and then you got it back type of situation. I cannot think of one off the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
But for some reason, what's sticking to me is a person like Brandon Jennings, and that's random. I was just watching. I was watching. He was on like 1v1s at a basketball camp. Might have been Steph Curry's basketball camp, and I'm like, they were going above and beyond not to give this man his shot. Brandon Jennings was nice.
Yeah, no, he was OD monster, nice. Monster.
And he was doing these 1v1 drills, and he was just dogging everybody effortlessly. You know, and I'm like, wait, it's like when you got it, it don't matter. The NBA can't even solidify whether you got it or not. That's all politics.
I agree. Because you see
and then
it.
to come back.
Yeah, you going.
Like this shirt kind of resembles like the Tough Crowd, like his brand.
Yes.
It's a different brand though.
Okay.
I was like, to come back and then immerse yourself back into Hollywood and entertainment, you already made the relationships. You rubbed shoulders with these people. Now you got the situation with Gilbert Arenas. I love the redemption story.
I think that's so dope. And I think this time they appreciate it more. Right?
Yeah.
You appreciate it more because my guys know I had it all, lost everything, and then literally built everything back up. And I always tell them it's the humbleness of the process you go through, which allows you to continue to stay at that level. When you lose yourself, you ultimately lose the biggest blessing, which is yourself. You got to always remember who you are along your journey. And I lost myself along my initial journey. And I found myself, and also what you just said, the redemption story. I think that's amazing when you really evaluate that. And real people love to see people come back to their rightful spot, right? Brendan deserves that. He deserves it, you know?
That's real, because I'm even going through that situation myself. I lost my pops in February.
Sorry to hear that, bro. And
then that shit, it kind of kills your spirit. Part of you dies, and you have to. You got two choices.
Yeah.
You can go down that dark path.
Yeah.
And man, that path it's scary.
You know what I like to talk about though?
Yeah, go ahead.
You say losing your father. You know, I don't want to go into depth. Nothing crazy, right? Out of respect for you. But one thing I've learned as a man, what I hate is we're not allowed to feel. And when you feel, we're made abnormal to feel. And I'm like, you know, at moments I've been in my own head, right? Literally in my own mind, 4 walls, and I'm scared to release. So I'm basically a mental prisoner in a sense, right? And I thought I was going crazy at times because I wasn't allowed to feel. And if I spoke on how I feel, I was looked at as weak. You know, as a brother to a brother, man. And I respect your February is the other day, bro. Let's not act like that's the other day, bro. Come on.
No, facts.
Come on. You know, and as your brother, bro, like, I commend your strength, bro. I commend your strength. I commend it. We got to start doing this for each other a lot more, bro. I feel like, especially black men, I don't think we do it enough. We don't do it enough. It's like, bro, let a brother know I'm here with you. I hear you. I feel you. I understand. Right? It's just I wish we did that more. Just more.
Mm.
You know, I would have been out of my head a long time ago. A long time ago. You know. So would you say, as a black man, or just a man in general, you think it's abnormal to feel? People make you not feel comfortable to feel, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that I think that's just across the board for men. Like I can't even put that in
Yeah.
put anybody in a box in
Yes.
that regard
Yes.
because you got to get right back to it. You know what I mean? Like went back home. You know, it's like when the festivities are ongoing, like there's still some attachment
Yes.
there, and then you go back home. You're like, oh, I gotta get back to it.
Yeah.
So then you have to. I'm not gonna say like schedule times, but you gotta periodically you might have to step away and get it out for a second, or
Yeah.
you know, you need breaks
Yeah.
between.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, the gym's like this. I used to love the gym at one point.
Yeah.
Now it's for my sanity. They keep me sane. So it's a whole different perspective.
Yes. You know, we have to release it, and if you don't release the extra energy, you might go crazy and flip
Shit.
one day. And they be like, yo, Donnie's wilding. It's not that Donnie's wilding. Donnie's been holding back things he should have been releasing, right?
Mm.
And I'm guilty of that myself. I was always taught this alpha crap that you had to be always, alpha was showed in the reflection, and being able to not show. And I had to learn that's fake. I was like, this is so fake. I'm like,
So
this is so, because I'm like, am I crazy? Am I the only man that feel this? Right? If I don't see my child for a day or so, I'm feeling nauseous. I'm like, am I the only one that feels like this? Right? And if I say it in a room full of men, they're like, man, men do what they gotta do. I'm like, does that even
yeah,
make sense?
man. It's not reality, man, because you can't turn your brain off. You can't help how you feel and what you feel at that given point. Like that, nobody has the ability to do that.
No, you're 100% right. 100% right. You know, it's funny because look, I'm gonna just say this. You know, that's the reason why I'm comfortable saying even my testimony as far as to women. I apologize to women that I've hurt in the past because I used them to try to heal something that I
That's
needed
real.
within myself. You know, I used them extremely, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I felt bad looking back. It's like, damn, you was a piece of crap, bro. I was like, I would say that to myself, like, you were bad. You know, wow. You know, but let's get back to you. I'm sorry, I just had to talk about that for a second.
No, you good.
No, when I talk to strong men,
had
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love being able to release. You know, it's like a
I
therapeutic session.
appreciate that.
So this is not an interview for me. To me, this is having a conversation with a homeboy, bro. That's what I do. You know, we don't look for the negatives. I told you that before. Let's show Donnie is an amazing person. You can see that you're very arty. You're very artistic. I can see it. Where did that come from?
I don't know, man. I just kind of been this way since I can remember, just outside of the box. Like my parents told me at the young age, from a young age, I was always we playing cops and robbers. I could talk before I could walk,
Wow.
and I don't know. They would always, you know, want to score on one another. Like my pops taught me how to score. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna teach you how to defend yourself. You know what I mean? Somebody say something crazy. So I'm 2-3 years old.
Yes.
I get with you,
Yes.
adult or not.
Yes.
And I don't know. They just said I was always animated, playing cops and robbers. I'm the robber. They shoot me. It take me 10 minutes to die. And it was like, you know what? It made sense why you in Hollywood now. And I was like, you know what? I just never looked at it like that.
Yeah. But I think the childhood is preparing you for what your life entails. You know, it's the chapters of the book, right? And writing the Donny Savage story. You know, it's amazing when you start seeing like, so wait, I did that for this moment. I went through that to prepare me for this moment. I think life comes full circle. It's just crazy how life is, right? So let me ask you a question. Right now we're in a space where a lot of young men tend to feel like they have to be overly aggressive to
Mhm.
show their strength. What would you say to a young guy right now who's in a space? Like me personally, I used to hide that I was art. I like art. I used to hide it. Some people
Mhm.
like, yo, you're a grown man. Why do you have graffiti? I said, because it means more to me than you understand. This was my way. This canvas shows me. And they don't understand it. I'm like, art is a reflection of self, right? And what you envision and see in your head. You literally can see an outfit and put it together visually through your mind before you actually put it
Mhm.
on. People that don't understand art, don't know creativity. It's like a means of it releases dopamines, right? They don't understand it.
Mhm.
I'm like, for me, I was always the bigger guy, played football, never was looked at as you can't show art. You can't show that you like drawing and you like museums,
Mhm.
And then I lived in the hood. So it was like, you bet not show you want to go to a museum, brother. Right? But for the young brother that's out there right now, that's like, I love art, but I might not be in an environment that allows me to express that I like art. What would you say to them? Like right now, you're talking to this young fella or this young woman. What would you say to him?
You know what? I have to give them the game the way my pops used to give me the game.
I love it. I love it.
He would just be 100 and be like, own your shit. If that's what you want to do, wholeheartedly be into it, no matter what anybody says. And then you put it into perspective of longevity. None of us are going to be here in 100 years anyway. So who cares, bro? If you like art, you like video games, uh, video game channel, like bro, just go do it.
Yes. 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 I love
You
that.
know, you have nothing to prove to anybody else.
Yeah.
Like in this space with creatives, like I know they always say it's a bunch of competition. I mean, that's
Agreed.
just based on volume,
Agreed.
and the people entering the space, but it doesn't mean that everybody's content is going to be on point. You know what I
Agreed.
mean? So really, if you have tunnel vision, you focus on your own shit, you can fine tune it. You cut all the noise out.
Yes.
So you may view it a different way. You might think it's not like just I'm working on this channel for 6 months, man. It just don't feel like it's lit. And then you get that first comment, that first 10 views. They count.
Yes.
They
Yes.
count for something. Just because they don't look like it's 300,000, that
It's
just
coming.
comes with time.
It's coming.
You know.
It's coming. So you're basically saying just be consistent at it. Just keep pushing.
Yeah. But number one, own your shit. Whatever it is you want to do or how you want to do it. If you can't come to the front and be like, hey, I'm thinking about picking up this new hobby, or I'm about to make a career change. You
Yes.
don't stand on that,
Yes.
it don't even matter.
Now you're 100% right. 100% right. Let me ask you a question. What do you think personally, yourself, what do you think the importance of a team is?
It's everything.
Yes.
It's everything. And that's what's so crazy. It's like, and I don't know, you know this. The person that's in the best situation monetarily isn't always the most fit to run the company. Like if you have the money to spend, you go
Yes.
find the people that can do the day to day, that can delegate on an actual team leader that can,
Yes.
hey, I need you to do this, I need you to do this.
Yes.
It's all it's so forth, you know, is everything.
Listen, it took me years. Like I was unconsciously the type of person that was, I say unconscious because maybe I didn't know any better, but in my mind I was like, I can do everything myself. And I genuinely believe that. Then I got to the point where I'm like, yo, why am I at a road where I'm like stuck? And I'm like, what? And then I realized I was like, wait, I need my guy to do this. I need my guy to do that. I need my guy to do this. And when everyone is constantly doing the job, it goes faster. It grows faster. And I tell
Mhm.
everyone, I'm like, you got to understand, it's roles, right? Kobe won championships, but Kobe did not win championships by himself, right? Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tom Brady. We can keep going on, and that's just athletes. We talking about
Mhm.
actors. They have agents that's literally behind the scenes that people don't see, right? And people that's doing work for them. Oh, I know. A lot of the times people deal with a lot of what is the person that do the public engagement? What do you do to all your PR, public
Yeah,
relations?
yeah.
Yeah. So your PR. These are people that don't get the recognition. But I was like, we know now that the team. I want my guys to hear this all the time. Like, to you, like other than just self, how do you give your team flowers? Right? We're not talking about money. We're talking about like love for like I appreciate you. Because some people always want to be the captain. How do you accept? Donnie's the one, and we just got to push Donnie.
Man, I had no problem just like hitting you up randomly and just telling you like, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate the work that you do. Do you need anything?
See, I love that.
I mean, that could be as simple as, I mean, I work with a ton of brands, companies, shoe brands, whatever.
Yes.
Like, hey, man, I got that for you. You know what I mean? Send it out. Like, I appreciate you because I couldn't do this without you.
I love that. I love that. I love it. Like my guy, he works on like my album is coming out.
Okay.
Motivational album is called The Fear of the Unknown. And my guy, he's in here right now in the studio. He's behind the scenes in everything we do. He's like, I'm very outgoing. He's very not outgoing. He's very, but we mesh because we understand each other. I'm like the him, and he's like the me on the opposite side of the spectrum. If I would be like quiet, I'd be him. If he'd be loud, he'd probably be me. So it's weird. But we work together and we've done a project and the project came out amazing. One of the things that we actually did on this album, it talks about like moments. Like monetizing on moments. Right? When you see the moment, like going after it and just capturing it and holding on to the moment. One influencer said one of the dopest lines. He said, imagine catching a cheetah, put it in a bag. You got a cheetah in a big bag. And you know the cheetah want to get out. Or a lion, he's fighting to get out. He says success is that lion in that bag, and they're trying to claw its way out, and you got to fight with that lion to hold on to success, right? How do you feel about that?
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's it. That's what it is.
It is, bro. It's the constant hustle, the constant going after it, the constant chasing, bro. That's why I tell my team, I need y'all. Without y'all, it's not going to get to the level we want, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because nobody can like project when the moment is going to show up. That's one thing that I control is just when it's there. Like, hey, I need you to we gotta do this, we gotta figure out this.
Yes.
This content run, this press run for the next 2 months, whatever the case may be. You know?
Agreed.
And that's the thing. Showing up is half the battle.
Showing up is. I tell people like it's the work, right? It's the work that people won't see that matters the most. You know, my mother always said to me as a kid, when you're alone is who you truly are, who you are. And she used to always tell me, I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, when you're alone, you're truly who you are. And she used to always tell me that. Looking back now, I realize it's not when people are watching, it's when people aren't watching. You should be working on yourself the most, right? Let me ask you a question.
I agree.
Let's just say right now, what is your biggest plans? Like, what do you have? I also want to see this merch. You talk about merch. I want to see what you got. You said you do, what do you do?
I haven't launched my merch just yet.
I got to get the exclusive look at it.
It's some. I got some design in the archive.
Yes.
That I've already like gathered up.
Yes.
I'm just trying to prepare myself for this like fall winter season right now. I'm gonna put that together, but that is definitely already said it, so I got to do it.
Got to do it. I love it. Listen, I told you, when I see art, I see creativity. So why wouldn't you monetize on self? The merch, yeah, like I said, you're a canvas, and you literally, people want to see. I said, when I saw you, I was like, yeah, this guy's an artist. You can see it. You can see it clear as day. Like, it's beyond transparent. My guy Dre, he's actually, he watches you a lot. And he likes you a lot. He was like, yo, you gotta do Donny, bro. And I was
hey,
like,
shout out to Dre.
He was like on it, bro. Because like I said, your style is his style. You see it, right? No, nosy, I see it. Kenzie, you see Dre and Donny, right? Very similar. Very similar. Beard, very similar. The dress, the look. Dre's the same way. So he's like, yo, let me find out you stalking somebody trying to look like you.
Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate that.
Listen, bro, you don't know who you influenced by. Just social media is really a reachable place. You can reach people, and people really pay attention. You don't know who's paying attention, right? Let me ask you. So, like, futurely, what would your idea trajectory be? What would it be as far as just scaling?
Um, it's funny that you asked that because I literally been in the midst of just going on a whole content, kind of cranking out content
Wow.
for the sake of the new eyes, not
Okay.
even for monetary.
Okay.
So it's like with that being said, I doubled back and I reached out to a bunch of talent agencies
Okay.
specifically for social media representation
Okay.
because I wanted to prove a point that I'm not represented right now. I had representation 2-3 years ago, but pandemic everything.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm like, I can get the numbers, I can get the eyes, I can get the volume.
Yes.
I want to prove the point that I can do it before, we solidify something. So I did the legwork myself because I'm that hungry.
Yes.
Let me look up these talent. Let me follow them on LinkedIn, figure out exactly who these people are and what position they have. Let me go a step further. Let's go to IG. Let's follow them on there so I can actually interact with them. And then they reached out. Well, one of them reached out like, "Hey, are you still interested?" Yes, absolutely. I'm still interested. I was putting all that, momentum into that so I can have, this going into this next quarter taken care of. So I don't have to do all the legwork social media side.
Smart.
But that's what it takes sometimes.
I agree 100%. When you do the legwork, you got leverage. And that's what people don't understand. Like right now, we're on the brinks. Right now, the podcast is doing really well. We got a ton of celebrities coming on, tons. I think next week, Meta World Peace. Meta World Peace next week. Lamar Odom. It's like crazy. But compare it before we were as a year ago. I always tell my guys, like, don't watch the numbers. Watch the work.
Hmm.
The number's going to come from the work. Like, just work. And when you think you're working harder, my favorite line, guys, is what? Work harder. They know how I am. I'm like, yo, we got to go harder because we have something special. Like, I love what this is. Like, you see this interview right now. It's like organic. It's real. And people, every time they watch the episode, they're like, yo, you know these people already? I'm like, bro, that's just two spirits meeting that already met each other before. They just meet each other again. Getting reacquainted.
No.
That's all it is, man. Happy people are happy, no matter what. Like, I'm a happy guy, bro. I'm too blessed to be stressed.
Sure.
But it comes with the territory, right? So let me ask you something. For someone that wants to get into the movie world, what advice would you give them?
Well, right now, it's in a shaky place. I mean, just for full transparency with the writer's strike and the actor strike. Don't know what the future is going to look like, and it's a catch-22. I won't dive entirely in this, but it's the fact that it's a catch-22 with the presence of AI and like the innovation of all this technology, because it's going to happen regardless. So it's going to have to be people in spaces to they specialize in prompting to get certain output.
Yes.
But that's a different story.
Yes.
I would be honest and just be like, go to influencer route first. Get eyes on you first. I'll be the first one to tell.
That's actually smart.
I do not consider myself to be the best actor.
Yes.
And some stuff I probably look off my looks and the numbers. And that's okay with me. I don't care. You know what I mean? But it's just
I know the ladies.
They want leverage.
Like the ladies, like he's a sex symbol on the low, ladies. He tried to sneak that in there. We ain't gonna let it pass.
It's
the truth,
straight up.
But you got to be honest. We got to be honest, right? But what you said is true, because if you look at it right now, the biggest female musician, I don't think she ever set out to be an artist, which is Cardi B. She never set out to be an artist.
Mm.
She set out to be an influencer more so, which leveraged her into music, but also made her, now she's like an icon in a sense.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. She's like an icon, and I got to give her flowers. I've done a lot of events with Cardi B. I own a club in New York State, so I've done a lot of events with her. She's same person. Same. I love her. Yeah, she's the same. When I say the same, I mean she know who she is.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say same. Don't get me wrong, money changes us for the better, we eat better, we get more exposure. That's one thing people don't understand about money. It gives you exposure to new settings and new environments and new travel, right?
Mm.
So realistically, she's still the same. What I mean by that, she still knows she is. And I respect that. You know, how do you keep yourself grounded?
Um, I got the same group of friends as far as like my core.
Yes.
These are guys that I've known 20 years.
Wow.
Like that's my core, and then it branches out from the layering,
Yes.
friends, associates, business associates,
Yes.
so on and so forth. But they always keep me in line.
I love that.
I can just have a regular conversation. We can, we kind of talk shit back and forth, and it's harmless. Nobody takes it any type of way. I appreciate that.
But it makes sense, though. It makes sense. I'm going to be honest. It makes sense. My next question. Ideally, what artists do you really, I'll give you five. Five artists you want to work with. Before it's all said and done, who do you want to work with? Remember, you writing your credits right now. This is your credits.
Yeah, musical artists?
Anyone. Resume. Could be music. Anyone. It doesn't matter.
Currency is number one for me.
Wow, I can see it.
I love Currency.
He's very artsy. Very artsy guy, bro.
Yeah, like that would be a goal of mine.
Currency.
To like, whether it was from a music video perspective,
yeah,
and we just sat there and smoked in the music video, or just having a conversation with him, like.
You ever reached out?
That would. No, I mean we've like spoken before on Instagram. I'll post some like snippets from music or something, or I might have integrated in my content, or some new drop, and I'm giving feedback on it, get reposted. Yeah. And that's dope to me because you didn't have to do that.
Agreed. We all know that. That's the humility of this business, right? When you see someone and they acknowledge you. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the other four?
Yeah.
Man, Nip, if he was here, he really got me to this point. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But it's very personal for me to hear that name. That name it mean a lot to me, bro, because story, bro, what he's going through to get to where he is today, or to where he should have been, or where he was going. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. His trajectory, his outlook on future plans, and oh my God, bro, it's a genius, bro. Genius. Let me just say this. I'm about to cut you off, but it resonate. They know in my office I got the victory lap plaque. I'm tapped into a lot of guys in LA. And this guy, bro, when he was like 19 years old, they asked him what kind of car he's gonna get. He started talking about real estate and land and buying the things that matter tangibly. And I'm like, yo, this is a gangster Compton crip who understood the bigger vision, right? Wow. Wow, bro. Especially when there's so much blindfolds. When you live in a bad environment, there's so much blindfolds over you.
Mm-hmm.
Because my theory is exposure leads to expansion. If you're not exposed, you won't expand. It's not personable, but it's like you don't see what you don't see. You can't hear what you can't hear. You don't believe it's even feasible. Like right now, until I moved to a better area, I didn't realize husband and wives are normal. The environment I come from was like single. Then I was like, wait, this got to change, man. We got to change this narrative. We got to build more family structures back. That's why even, I don't know if you know Catino Mobley.
Yeah, familiar.
One of the guys that was he played for the Houston Rockets, good friend of mine. Yeah. He actually said that he grew up with a mother and a father and a stepfather. But he gives so much flowers to all three of them in the way they raised him. And I loved it because it was like, your story is you grew up with your mother and father. His story was saying that even though someone came in to the mother, he accepted him and helped raise them. Mm-hmm. Now, I just like, yo, this is beautiful, bro. I think these are real men. And to the men that's still married, man, and because I can only imagine what they go through to stay married, bro. Wow. It's just like, you got to give them their flowers, bro. Because it's like this. That's the relationship, bro. Ups and downs, right? Wow. How many years your parents been married? Don't mess it up because your mother going to hear this.
Okay. One. They had to. So together, 33.
Okay.
They may have been married like maybe like 15,
Wow.
15, something like that.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Bro, it's a blessing. You get to know where you come from and you get to see it. The apple don't fall too far, right? You get your exposure, you get to see, you know. But the best thing about being around your parents, you get to see what you don't like that they do, and you get to see what you like that they do. You get to pick it out a little bit.
Yeah, look. And that's why when I talk about my pops now,
Yeah.
like it's not a damper on the situation for me, like I'm better of life. Because I'll tell you this.
Okay.
When I got back, one of my neighbors, older cat,
Okay.
my dog, he said, "Welcome to the dead father."
Mm.
Now, first, like when you first hear that, like it sounds
Crazy.
like the worst thing in the world to say to somebody.
Yes.
But then he followed up with the understanding over time, things makes click. And then, truth be told, like right after that, I might be by myself. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
That's what he would do.
Yeah.
It's just one of my aha moments that just kind of keeps happening over and over and over again.
Wow.
So it's like I can't even be hurt yet, but mad no. I just have a deeper understanding of just like a life.
I need my 3 more artists. That Nipsey one took me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie to you. Took me for a loop. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all know how I feel about Nip, right? Nip, I know I'm gonna see you in the heavens, bro. There's no way he's not there, right? No way. Because I truly believe God understands us. So even your darkest, he understands you. So when we look at people and we judge them, like, God already know who you are, right? He knows where your heart and his purity. He knows, right? You'll be surprised at some people that we assume going to be in the heavens and who we assume is not going to be is going to be in. You're going to be like, what? How did you get here? Because I was faking the whole time. I really was a good person, right? You're going to be surprised, you know?
For real.
But
you need 3 more artists.
3 more artists. Yeah, he said Currency, guys. He said Nip.
Currency. I'm gonna give y'all. It's like a 1-2 punch for me.
Okay.
Don Tripp and Starlito. Just because.
Don Tripp and Starlito.
If you know, you know.
I know.
I like. It's another one of those redemption stories.
Yes.
Getting it out the mud.
Yes.
Had the opportunity to go mainstream.
Yes.
But they got people. You know what I mean? Like the billboards and everything.
Yes.
They inflate these numbers, and you go to somebody's concert. This ain't that, and that ain't. This is the complete opposite.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That the listeners show up to the concert.
Wow. There's a guy that Tyler keeps talking about. What's the guy name? LaRussell? You ever heard of him?
Who?
I know he's based in Cali. LaRussell? He talks. One of my guys, he talks about him all the time. All the time. Like I'm talking about, he sells his own merch and he's like really like inspired by the guy. And I need to tap in more because the young minds is what you keep around them because you keep around you because they keep you in tune. And he keeps talking about this guy. I told him we're gonna get him on the podcast. We're gonna get him. But he loves this guy. He said he does shows in his backyard or something like he was saying. Yeah, he was like, man, he sells out. And he said he literally sells.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, LaRussell, how you spell it? L-A?
I'm gonna look him up.
R-U-S-S-E? E-L-L, LaRussell or something like that. Yeah,
that's a different type of hustle.
Bro, he said he sells out his backyard with shows. And I was like, I gotta tap into this guy. Because anybody that's done that, that's a hustler, bro.
You're a different breed.
What? He said, yeah, that's a different breed, bro. Come on. Who else you got?
What else I got? You know what? Cam, yo.
Cameron?
Cameron. I've been one of the biggest Diplomats fans I could remember. Yeah. I get so much joy out of watching him and Mace. Oh, it is what it is now.
That's a redemption story.
You can't fake it.
That's a redemption story.
Yes.
They fell out over a video.
Yes.
And they besties. So you can see that it's crazy. What's meant to be really your friend is going to be your friend. It's like they know each other. It's like you can see it. It's crazy.
I had never seen Cam laugh for real. This man is laughing about to fall out of his chair.
Yes.
at any given moment. Like those are moments that are extremely organic, and I just love it. One of my favorite shows.
I could tell I'm from New York. I could tell Cam is from New York. He pauses everything.
The pause is so monumental, though.
Yes. That's the New York thing, man. Is that like you say, pause. Whoa. It's like, Dre,
Give me one more.
one more person.
One more person. I'm gonna say Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Wayne. Like I know Drake is on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
But I have yet to see anybody come out with a mixtape series. I know mixtapes are dead. Come out with an EP or something. Taking other people's beats and just absolutely destroying them, and then people forget that was your song. I've never seen that done before. Maybe we may never see it again. I don't know.
Probably never again. Never again.
But it's something to be said about that. When the song is playing in the club, is your song, and they put Wayne verse on it.
And you didn't even do that officially.
Exactly.
You know the crazy thing is, I love how Drake always gives Lil Wayne his flowers. And you can see when Drake talks about Wayne, I genuinely believe that because Wayne was Drake at that time, and he believed in Drake. I think Wayne is like, damn, I did feed off your momentum, and I know your momentum definitely gave me the outlook. He ran with it, and he definitely is creative and he's amazing in his own right. But Wayne's cosign at that time was humongous. Because it even did it for Nicki, right? Let's just call it what it is. Did it for Nicki too. She was talented. I'm not taking it from their talent, but the cosign matters a lot. Let me ask you, who you think is the greatest lyricist or musician of all time? I'm gonna go with rap.
Man, bro, I gotta put Wayne. I gotta put Wayne up there. I'm sorry.
You can't. Who can argue it? It's you can't argue that, bro. You can't argue it.
The way this man could
Versatile.
Obviously he punches, but the way he puts words together, he can he can give you a fast flow. He could slow all the way down.
Yeah,
he's so versatile. I just don't see anybody being able to mess with him.
I agree. And he's a gentleman, bro. Like not a messy dude, man. I love Lil Wayne, man. I think Wayne is amazing. I love Lil Wayne. There's nothing you can say about Wayne. Wayne is an icon, bro. He's an icon.
Yes.
Yeah, he started in his young.
And if you pay for people right now,
yes.
He look. Don't have him anchor your song. Don't have him anchor your song. People gonna forget it's your song, but it's gonna do numbers.
He said, "Don't have Wayne on your song because they gonna forget it's your song." You're right about that, though. What could we be looking out for from you? What's to come? What is the coming?
The merch for sure.
So I'm looking out for that merch. I want a hoodie. I'm in New York, so we get more cold than we get heat. We get way more cold.
Fall is my favorite. Just being from Michigan. Hoodie season, sweat season. Yeah. That was always the best. So I'm really gonna dive into pulling designs into that.
Wow.
For sure. I've been toying with the idea of a podcast.
Why not?
And you absolutely.
Why not?
I've been playing around with setups in the apartment, just kind of seeing what spaces I like to work in.
Yes.
Probably get some new equipment. I'll probably just run it kind of maybe like a reaction video kind of podcast, like a hybrid, a little bit.
It only makes sense when you do content. It only makes sense.
Yeah.
They run hand in hand, right?
I've been thinking about it for a long time. There's never a right time to do anything, but it's been at the top of my mind.
I would do it now. I would give it a shot. I would try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You definitely. I'm listening to you speak, bro. You definitely. I don't. What's understood don't have to be explained, right?
I appreciate that.
Come on. Oh, nah, that's dope. I'm gonna tap in. I want to be a guest on your podcast now.
Hey, look, that's perfect, man.
Listen,
Definitely
bro.
run that, and I'm glad you're using StreamYard because I was watching the video
Okay.
on StreamYard, like how it works and stuff like that. So I get to see this in real time.
Yes.
So
Beautiful. Nice platform. You know, we could tap into each other and build with each other, right? But
it's
someone
bad.
watching this whole interview right now, what would be the summary? What would you have to tell them? If you can sum up Donnie.
You know what? I'm going to refer to a post I made about a week ago.
Okay.
I was doing an audition, and at this point, I've done so many
Yeah.
theatrical and commercial auditions.
Yeah.
I remember where I was when I first started, being antsy, not having a process. I mean, you got to go to, really write it out, do it out a summary for yourself. I say all that to say that I'm more polished than I've ever been, but by no means that's where I stand at this point in my life. You know.
I'm gonna steal that though, and then say, "Don't let that go over your head after." Yo, guys, this interview is amazing, bro. We don't want to wrap you up, but I love it, bro. We're gonna tap in again. We're gonna bring him on another time later on. I'm gonna bring you on
Let's
again.
do it.
I'm dead serious. Nah, dope. He told it to be a good one. I like this one, man. It feels like I'm talking to an old friend. Like I'm sitting back. Normally I'm on a screen like this, right, Dre? I'm sitting back. I feel like it's a smooth interview. Yo, bro, I want to give you your flowers, bro. And I pray that all the ideas and dreams that you have come fruition. And any way I can support it, you got the Don't Let That Go Over Your Head family. We're on top of it. We can do anything on my end. You got extended family in New York, guys. Right? You got extended family, guys? They don't like to talk. I got a lot of mutes around me. They're all mutes. You sometimes.
I'm gonna be out there too.
Call me.
Next month. Yeah, I'll be out there.
I'm gonna DM you my number as soon as we get off this
All
live.
right, bet.
My guy, I appreciate you, love, guys. Let's give Donnie his flowers. Right? You know, I just want to say this before we get out of here. I'm astonished that you were willing to pick up everything you know to go to another place to pursue your dream. I think that is confidence, bro. That takes, most people won't do that. I'm just being honest.
I might be crazy.
I don't think it's crazy. Well, you gotta be some kind of crazy to be successful, right? Let me just tell the truth. You gotta be some kind of sick in your mind a little bit. But then eventually it becomes so normal, you be like, that's Donnie. Listen, my guy, I appreciate you, man. Till next time, we're gonna get back and then we're gonna do another one, all right?
All right, that's a bet, man. Thank you so
Donnie,
much.
thank you for giving me your time, bro. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, all love, bro.
All right, bro. Guys, again, let's give this man his flowers again, man. Give it to him. Give it to him. Listen, I enjoyed this interview so much, man. I enjoyed it. Amazing man, man. Like, there's nothing else to really say, man. Amazing person, amazing character. One thing about life is you grow from every experience you go through. And I love the fact that he was willing to relocate himself to pursue his dreams, his aspirations, and his goals. Most of us are fearful to take any chances, to risk it all. But let me ask you a question. Are you willing to risk everything you know to become the greatest self? The whole concept of life is fearing the unknown, but also going towards it. A lot of us fear what we don't know because we normalized what we're used to. But in order to be great, you have to make yourself very uncomfortable. And a lot of people aren't willing to make themselves uncomfortable. Allow yourself to be uncomfortable while uncomfortably being uncomfortable, and ultimately you will become comfortable. Notice, it's the ones that's consciously staying in the same space, you become in a stagnated position and you become stationed. Your car is in park. But sometimes when you come to that dead end of the block and you're driving your car, you hit that, you're at the end of the block and it's a dead end. You gotta throw that car in reverse. Back that thing up and go back to the old directions and start all over. And there's nothing wrong with starting all over. But the problem is being comfortable, staying in the same position. Till next time, guys, don't let that go over your head.